Hello friends, welcome back to Java Interview Questions. And in this video, we'll talk about consumer. So we'll talk about the consumer, we'll talk about by consumer, we'll see the abstract method called accept, and we'll talk about and then. All right. So let's begin the video. The consumer is again one of the built-in functional interface introduced in Java 8. What is the package? Package is this one. Java.util.function is the package where you can find all the inbuilt functional interfaces, right? So consumer is one of them. What is a consumer? Consumer, it has got only one function. What is that? It's called accept. And it takes a single argument, right, of any data type and does not return any result. So this is how your consumer interface looks like. You will have only one function called accept. It will take the type of argument. So the argument type can be anything. It could be a string value, it could be a integer value, or it could be an object as well. But it will not return anything to you. The return type is void for this one, correct? So consumer, as the name indicates, consumer, it just consumes. It does not return anything. It simply consumes. So whatever value you will pass, it will just consume that value, right? So consumer interface, it just takes one argument and it does not produce any result. It does not return anything. All right. Let me give an example here. For example, I have a consumer. Here is my consumer interface. String is the t type value, which is string. Reference variable called consumer equals to, I'm passing a string value, and what I'm doing here is I'm simply printing that value, sys out. So this is my function body, correct? Now I can use this reference variable consumer dot accept is the method, right? Accept here you can see, right, consumer has only one abstract function called accept. I'm using here, I'm calling accept and I'm passing one string here. So if I run this particular program, I will get OK Java printed on the console. Okay, so let me give you an example here. Let me open the IDE. All right, so I'll create one class here. Today we are talking about consumer, which is again a functional interface. And okay, want to have a main method. So first I will give you one quick example here. So consumer, right? And I want to pass a string here. Let me just call it C1 equals to. So let's go and import first. I hope you guys know what is the package where we can find all the inbuilt function interfaces. Java.util.function is the package. Okay, now what I'm going to do here, I'm passing one string, and what is my implementation says? Nothing. I'm simply printing the value. So sys out value. I'm printing my string. Let me just change it to str. Here also str. Simple, right? Now what I can do is, how can I call C1 is my reference variable dot, what is the function that you can invoke? Accept. And here you can pass the value. So I'll pass OK Java. Now if I run this one, you guys can guess the output. It's going to be OK Java, correct? So basically consumer is function interface, built-in function interface. It takes one argument, but it does not return anything. It will not return anything. Okay, so let me show you here. So you can see consumer is a functional interface introduced as part of Java 1.8. It takes t type of the argument here. The function this particular interface has is called accept. It takes t, this is the type of the input value that you can pass, and return type is void. It means it will not return anything. Got it? Okay. Now, so here is the one example where we have used string, but it is not limited to string only. Your argument type can be anything. For example, consumer, right? So let me pass integer this time. Okay, and say what I want to do is, let me call it as squared. Quare. It is my, what I'm going to do, I'm passing one value here, and I just want to consumer sys out con. Okay, sys out, what I'm doing here is I'm just multiplying the number by itself, right? So let me just print here also, plus value into equals to something. Okay, right? So easy. Now what I will do is square it. Okay, before that, like let me do one thing here. Let me create a list here. List of what? Integers. list equals to, what I can do here is I can use arrays.aslist to create a list, right? And I will pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Simple. So basically I have a list of, let me import, list of numbers, and I want to square each single number here in the list, right? So what I will do, I will use enhanced for loop, right? So integer I, and then here's my list. Sorry. Now I can call the consumer dot function, you know, right? What is the function called? It's called accept, and I will pass one integer type value here, right? Now if I run this one, what will happen? You can see the result here, right? So I'm passing a value, and what I'm doing is we are passing one integer type value to the consumer, and it is multiplying the number by itself. So 1 is 1, 2 is 4, 3 becomes 9, 4 into 4 16, 5 into 5, correct? So this is how it goes, right? So point is you can use consumer to process any type of the value. It could be a string value, it could be integer value. Okay, now for example, let me do one more thing here, right? I will create one more consumer. Let me just copy. What I'm going to do is C dot uppercase consumer. So what I want to do is here is my string dot to uppercase 2. Now you know what will happen, right? It will simply print the string into uppercase, right? So let me, yeah, I'll keep here only. Run a Java application. So my first consumer, it is simply printing the value, but second one is it will just convert the string into uppercase. Two uppercase I've used, right? So it will just print the string value in uppercase that you can see here, right? Now, for example, here actually I want to talk about there is something called and then. So by using and then you can apply multiple consumers on single value itself, on one value. But let me give you one more example here. Consumer again I'm passing a string, right? What I want to do is C is my consumer, right? What I want to do, I want to reverse the string, right? So what I can do is I will pass a string here, and now I need to write the implementation, right? So how can I reverse a string? So here I will use a very simple example. I will simply use a string builder, okay, SB equals to new string builder, and here I'll pass my input string. Oh, okay, now what I will do, I will simply sys out SB dot reverse. So what my consumer is doing is that whatever string I will pass, it will just convert the string, it will just reverse the string, and it will print the value, the reverse string. Okay, to apply all three consumers, right, on one input value. So so what I will do, I will first use C1. So what C1 will do, it will simply print the string. Then I want to use, sorry, C and then, right? By using and then, so let me just revert it. By using and then you can pass multiple predicates, multiple consumers, right? So you can see the input value. This guy is expecting another consumer here, right? So I will use C uppercase here, correct? Now, for example, I want to join another predicate, another consumer. So I can use one more and then, and this time I will use reverse, correct? Now, what is the function? Accept is the method, right? You pass your value. I will simply pass OK Java. Okay. So let me comment this as well. Let me comment this as well, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, three consumers. I have applied all three on one input value called OK Java. Okay, now let me run this one, Java application. So what is the result? So first consumer, it will print the string as is, correct? Second one, what it will do, it will print the string into uppercase that you see here, and the third one will reverse the string, right? So my string is OK Java, now it is in the reverse order, right? So point is, by using and then, by using the function called and then, you can combine, you can join multiple consumers, you can apply multiple consumers on single input value, on the same input value. Okay, so let me show you how this and then looks like. So and then is default function. I hope you guys know what is the default. So default is, so in Java 8 an interface can have n number of default functions. So wherever you see default keyword, it means it is a default method, and default method will have its own implementation. Okay, so and then is a default function in the consumer interface. It takes consumer as input. Okay, now let's go back. I will do, actually these built-in function interfaces, right? It comes into picture when you work on the Stream API. You may not find these examples really pretty cool here at the moment, but these examples are very simple so that you can explain or you can give same example to your interviewer. But the point of having built-in or inbuilt functional interfaces, when you will be working with the Stream API, it will make your life easy. Let me give an example. Don't know what is a Stream API, nothing much to worry. We'll talk about Stream API at a later point of time, but for at the moment, I'm just giving you an example. So list.stream is, if we'll convert your list into a stream. So, and then I'm using for each. What for each is doing that? It is taking, what is the argument? It is expecting a consumer as input value. Okay. So for this one, let me just call square it. Okay. Now let me just comment out this one is this one. It will just multiply the input value. So this time I've converted our string into a stream and then used the for each function. Let me run this one. You see here, so the result is same. So for example, if you do this way, so this is the traditional way of doing it, right? And if you use Java Stream API, it's more, what do you call that? It's more concise. You don't have to write too much code. But we'll talk about Java Stream API later point of time. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is, when you are working with Java Stream API, right, you will be using most of the built-in functional interfaces like we have seen predicate, right? Predicate, function, consumer, supplier, and all those. But we'll talk about each one in the coming videos. So let me just comment out this particular portion. Okay, now there is one more called by consumer. So what is a by consumer? So before that, let me take one string, this one, sorry, one list. So now let's talk about by consumer, right? So for example, you have something called employee salary here. This is what your salary is, right? Nothing, simple, whatever you can mention. I'm just putting some random numbers. So I have a list of integers, say for example employee salary, and I want to give some bonus to each one. Correct, I want to give some bonus to each one. So what I can do is, now here I will use something called by consumer. So similar to the by predicate and by function, by consumer, the package is still same, java.util.function. By consumer, it takes two arguments, right? It takes two arguments because it's by, right? So wherever you see by keyword before any built-in function interfaces, it means that you can pass two inputs, right? So by consumer, here I'll pass two values. What I will do here, I will pass integer and again another integer. Let me call it by CO, by consumer, right? So here, let me write the implementation. Now I know that I am passing a salary and bonus as input. And what I want to do is that I just want to sys out. I just want to add. Can you please add salary plus bonus? Simple, right? There is nothing much. All right, here, right? So we have our list of integer where we have salary and we have one by consumer. So what by consumer is doing? It will take salary as input, it will take bonus, and it will sum the salary and bonus. Okay, so now I'm going to use enhanced for loop again, and I'll use integer salary, and then here I'll pass my list, right? Now what I want to do is I want to use by consumer dot, the function is accept. Okay, I'm passing salary and I want to give 2000, I want to give 2000 as the bonus to each employee. Now if I print, let me just comment passed. So I have passed, let me just make it 500 only, right? So that we can see the difference. Run Java application. So now you can see 500 and each one added. 1000, then it became 1500. 2000 it became 2500. 3000 it became 3500, right? So the point what I'm trying to say is, whenever there is a need to accept, to pass two arguments, right? You can use by consumer, right? So now let's have a look at the By consumer interface. So by consumer is again functional interface introduced in Java 1.8. The abstract function is void. It takes two arguments. So T is the first input argument, U is second input argument. Okay. So by consumer is your functional interface, and here you pass two arguments that you can define. It could be integer, it could be string, or whatever type you mention. Correct? But don't worry, all these things, right? Examples may not be that much realistic, but when you will be working on Java Stream APIs, you most of the time you would be using built-in functional interfaces only. All right. So now, okay, so we have just covered what is by consumer. So by consumer, it is similar to the consumer interface, but this consumes two input values. The type you can specify. All right. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my channel.